Right then, my drummy yummies. This song is Take a Bow by Muse, drummed by, obviously, Dominic Howard. And it's been on my list for ages to teach you this groove. When I first heard this single, I was blown away by that drum part that Dom came up with. This sort of linear sounding groove of triplets and 16ths, and I couldn't work out for the life of me what the heck he was playing. So in this lesson, I want to show you exactly how he plays it and then show some simplified versions as well. Don't forget you can download the free PDF that comes with this lesson from my website. You'll find the link somewhere. So you can check that out and have it printed out in front of you. You might also want to consider becoming an online member at drumsandword.com, where you get access to hundreds of full song video drum lessons, not just little free ones like this, but lessons where I take you from the start of a song all the way to the end, and I've got loads of Muse video lessons up there already, so you might want to check that out as well. Alright then, enough yakking, more whacking, let's get on with the lesson. So the section I want to focus on occurs about 2 minutes 41 into the song. After the big old build-up and musical intro, we then come in with the drums and Dom's very, very powerful entrance. The section we're coming in on isn't exactly where Dom comes in, it's a bit further on, a few bars on. The first thing to understand is that we're playing in a time signature of 6/4. Well, I've decided it was 6/4, that's how I wanted to write it out, but it could have been written in 12/8 or 12/4 or 3/8 or something like that, but I found that writing in 6/4 made each bar make sense. You can see that it sort of repeats nicely every 6 beats, and it was nice to notate using 16th notes rather than writing in 6/8 or something like that, where you're using 8th notes and you're counting them as quarter notes. Anyway, I chose 6/4, so we're feeling it in groups of 3 or groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the length of each of the bars. So we get for the first bar, our main groove, which I'll go over quickly. We're just playing up on the right cymbal. We're playing 8th notes, but it's accenting the down beats. We're playing the bass drum on beat 1 and the snare drum on the backbeat of beat 4. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and a sort of standard 6/4 groove. You can also just play quarter notes. But Dom doesn't, he plays the 8th note pattern where he's accenting the downbeats, making them louder and sort of using this molar technique to sort of wash the cymbal louder on the downbeats, on beats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we sort of get this motion up to tempo. Again, you could just play quarter notes if you don't want to play that faster 8th note pattern. Okay, let's go, instead of going to the next bar, what I'm going to do is I want to go straight to the bottom of the page on the free PDF and show you the simplified version first, because this includes all the sort of key parts to the groove that occurs on the second bar of the original version I've written out on the PDF. So here's our basic framework for this groove I'm going to try and explain to you, this sort of linear drum fill part of the beat. We're playing quarter notes. Remember, this is the simplified version. This is like down to its bare minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get this little snare drum on the of beat 3, just before beat 4 with a bass drum. Then again on the of beat 4 into beat 5, 5. And then the snare drum on the and of beat 5 doesn't come just before beat 6, it comes in between beat 5 and 6 on the and of 5. 5 and 6. And then instead of playing this roll thing, which we'll go over later on in the lesson, we just play beat 6 on its own. So slowly that simplified version would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Sounds really weird at that tempo. Let me try and speed up a little bit. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. It's all up to speed. Notice those two snare drums on the of beat 3 and the of beat 4 sound different to the and because they are. So that's the sort of like the skeleton framework of the groove. Okay, so let's go back to the original version on the free PDF, and we're going to go to the second bar now, where all the action is happening. That simplified version I just played for you is basically the simplified version of this bar. So, let's start off with the first half. We get standard half of groove, 1 and 2 and 3 and then from the of beat 3, all the way to the and of beat 5, we've got this line of 16th notes. The snare drum on the of beat 3 falls in between the right hands and it's played normal volume, and into beat 4 we've got 4 16th notes played right, left, and that first snare drum note of beat 4, the E of beat 4, is played quietly as a ghost note, hence why it's written in little brackets to show that's played quietly. And when you're playing onto the song, that's probably one of the notes you can definitely leave out. It's not essential to the groove, but you can hear Dom play it on the recording, so I thought I'd include it. But it's one of those things that just, it's a feel thing, it's not essential to the groove, but I heard it, so I thought I'd include it. So from beat 4, we got 4E and right, left, and then beat 5, 5E and, so right, left, and the bass drum follows the two right cymbal notes there, dum, dum, dum. So from beat 3, for example, I'm going to try and count out loud, 3 and 4E and 5E and when you're playing it this slow, you sort of lose the groove. You can't really hear it. It's like alien group of notes, but you need to practice it this sort of speed so you can get the motion going, sort of like a half paradiddle there going on. So your muscle memory kicks in. So when you do speed it up, you're not having to think about it because my brain doesn't work that fast. Being able to play the tempo that Dom plays it is mainly just due to the fact that I've practiced it a lot of times and it's sort of sunk in, and I don't have to think about it so much. So 3 and 4E and 5E and. So that's from the beat 3, or beat 3 to the and of beat 5. Then from beat 6 we get a snare drum roll. It's a group of 16th note triplets. So from beat 4, for example, we had 4 16th notes taking up the beat. Beat 6, we can fit 6 notes in that space, in the same space. So we're playing triplets, 6 to and to. You might want to count it. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 6 triplet, triplet. I don't know how however you want to count it. I'm not going to count it because when you play up to speed, it's just so fast you couldn't count at the same time you're playing it. But we're fitting a group of 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first note's on the right cymbal, right with the bass drum, right, and smooth, play the rest of the notes on the snare drum. 6 to and to do. 6 to and to do. That's how Dom plays it as a single stroke roll. I think it's very hard to see at that sort of tempo. How I like to play it, however, because I find that my a group of 6 notes like that sound better when I play it as a 6-stroke roll, my old favourite. So I play it right, left, right, left. That's just because that's a sticking pattern I find very nice for this kind of tempo and for 16th note triplets like that. I didn't do a very good example there, playing it slowly. So you can play either way, single stroke or the 6-stroke roll, or whatever sticking you want to use that fits in to 6 notes. You can play right, left, left. That other sticking, what's it called? Paradiddle diddle. However you want to play it. But Dom plays it single stroke, and I think that gives it, the way he likes to play it, just a bit more power. So let me go from the beginning of the bar. Here we go. I'm probably going to make a few mistakes here, playing it slowly, trying to count out loud for you. Bear with me though, and I'll just keep these mistakes in and keep going until I get it for you. So slowly, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Told you I'd make a few mistakes. Let me try and not do the counting and feel the notes as in their correct subdivision and just play it for you. So there's the final version of the bar. Lovely little pattern that, loads of craziness, and half the reason it sounds so crazy is because we're playing in 6/4, and for me mainly, or for me at least, when I'm hearing music, I'm used to hearing stuff in 4/4. You don't really hear a lot of stuff in 3 very often, and so when you get a complicated little feel like that being played in 6, it just sounds a bit more crazy to my ears. So moving on to the second line, and we've just got for that first bar of the second line, just the whole bar of the groove. Then for the second bar, we go on and we've got the first half of the groove, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then from beat 5, we've got 2 groupings of that roll. Either play this single stroke, and I'm just going back to the right cymbal for the first note of each. Or do the 6-stroke roll version. And the way Dom plays it is he wants to play all those snare drum notes sort of at one volume. If I play the 6-stroke roll where I play right, left, left, right, right, left, I naturally accent that left hand. So when I play it in this context with this song, I want to sort of keep that controlled and down so that all notes sound the same. So that second bar of that second line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and can't count that fast. Notice that we go into the next line, the third line, we come down with a bass drum after that second grouping of 6. Then for that third line, we've got the standard groove in the first bar. For the second bar, we've got exactly the same as the second bar on the top of the page, except Dom goes into it with one of those rolls on the snare drum starting on beat 3. So the rest of the bar, the 4E and the 5E and the 6 and, is exactly the same as we've gone over previously, except that the first half of the bar starts 1 and 2 and 3. We do a little roll there starting on beat 3, and then we go in to the bar we just played at the top of the page. So slowly. I'm thinking about it and therefore making mistakes. I should turn my brain off. So that last bar sounds like that. It's exactly the same as the first bar, just with an extra little roll on it. And again, you can play that roll single stroke or double stroke. And you could, if you really can't play that stuff that fast, then perhaps just leave out the rolls as we did in the simplified version and just work on the, or this even the simplified version of the advanced version without that ghost note. Just take that last bar, for example, and leave out that snare drum note on the E of beat 3 that can't really be heard but felt, and you could play this instead. The first bar, for example, without the E of beat 4, that second bar at the top of the page. So you probably even noticed there that the ghost note was missing, so that's up to you as well. So, hope you found that enjoyable. Don't forget to download the free PDF. You find loads and loads of other free lessons like this on my website. Check out my blog where you'll find all of my free lessons, which always include a free PDF like this for you to download and print. And again, sorry for the sale message, but do check out my becoming an online member at drumsandword.com. You get access to every single video I've ever recorded, all the charts I've ever written, and you get instant access to them online. So check that out as well. Until next time, happy drumming to you, and toodle pip.